this is a quick incompletion. This is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And he is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
We're back now in KC. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They'll go play action here with Penix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Ray McLeod from 6 yards away. And the Falcons have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Mahomes will throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Leads to second and 10.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't you? Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here comes second down. Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
My partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long. Mahomes to throw it. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First down, Atlanta.
So time runs out. It's a victory.